Hello guys, I'm the VikingGaymer and welcome back to Alice Madness Returns. So this time, I'm actually using a controller for this one. I know I have a PC, this is a PC game, why are you playing with a controller? It just, I don't know, for this kind of game it just feels easier, much more nostalgic playing it on the controller, so... And I don't know if it's, the buttons are gonna show up on the mic, so I'm sorry about that. But hopefully it's not too much disturbance. But basically, I just wanted to play it this way because with the mouse and keyboard, it just felt awkward with all the buttons that I couldn't quite push, you know, because they were all clumped up together. And I know I could potentially reassign them, but I don't know. I just feel like I would work best with a controller for this game in particular. So now we're entering this little hell of Wonderland. The view has changed as opposed to what we saw from the previous part, and we're just gonna have to trek on ahead and defeat more of these disgusting oozes. Yeah, it just feels much smoother with the controller, unfortunately. It brings back so much memories of this game, just playing with the controller. It's weird because if it's just the mechanics of like the controls itself, it plays way differently. Like, this is the type of game I would recommend with a controller, unfortunately. Unless you're the type that could potentially make it work with a mouse and keyboard, go right ahead. That's all to you. But for me, I just prefer it this way. So let's go and get this memory.
The railway running through Wonderland sounds charming, but inefficient. Noise and smoke, like snips and snails, perhaps. Best to forget that train. A mock turtle as conductor. Oh, no, I don't do.
There's a little path up there. I want to see what there's going on up there. Can I get up there? No. Can I make it back? Oh, I did. Okay. So yeah, there's not much I can say about this game right now. I still love the feel of Wonderland and how chaotic it can get, because I don't believe that, you know, the Disney, again, like I said before, oh hey kitty, the Disney version of the Wonderland was more bizarre rather than horrifying or terrifying. I feel like Wonderland should be a bit more like this, where it's got good points to it and it can be good, but there's just bits and pieces of it. Oh crap! Bits and pieces of where the mind of the person that is in charge of Wonderland itself, or the one that created the version of Wonderland, I should say, creates it based on the outlook of their own personal lives, and because of what we saw from the other cutscenes, how the fire that killed her parents, you know, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it was her parents and sibling, I think? I don't remember. But, yeah, something like that could have a drastic outlook in the mindset, and the mindset of itself. It's all psychological, which I'm trying to say. The psychology of the individual could have an outlook not only in the real world, which we saw, which is all monotone. Can I hit you guys? Which was all monotone and just complete, you know, no color. Having something like this that was filled with color all of a sudden be turned into something disgusting, you know, and just vile like this. It makes a whole lot more sense than having Disney go, oh, it's just so wappy zappy, there's a caterpillar smoking a pipe. So yeah. Hollow Eves. Read this as your life depends on it, because it does. Gather these pearly whites to prevent your premature arrival before the pearly gates. My friends can use choppers and you will improve your weapon's capacity. So that's basically telling us that we can upgrade our weapons basically based on the teeth. And I can't upgrade my weapons, so I'm going to upgrade my Vorpal Blade. I need to use the mouse still for this, apparently. So there. And then we'll get 2 other weapons, which I do love. Like, I don't know, the weapons are short in variety in this game, but it's just so much fun to use them. Like, they feel right for this kind of game. I think in the next level, or towards the level after that, I'm not
mechanical
sure.
malfunctions.
They...
This disaster is either his doing or his epitaph.
Okay. Great, Alice. So yeah, like, I think in the next level? No, it's the level after that, I think. Pretty sure it's the level after that, I could be wrong. Because again, it's been so long since I played this. But you'll find my favorite weapon, and I think about half of you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna grab a few more of these teeth. Again, make sure wherever you go, I know it can be annoying because we just need to proceed with the game, but it's very important. Like, you will not be able to level up every single weapon unless you get these teeth. At least that's what I've experienced when I first played this. So, and as you can see also from each level, there's a theme to it. And for this case, it's just the introduction of Wonderland, which is the old mindset of what her Wonderland was to begin with. Like, before this whole madness thing came to place. But then afterwards, it will slowly dissolve into a Wonderland based on her current perceptions, and also finding out more about what happened with her parents and about her parents, and also what caused the fire, etc., etc., etc. And so yeah. I'm not sure what causes the creation of these enemies for her, though. I mean, I guess we could see it as this sort of depression or doubt, or just plain just negativity manifesting into some sort of creation that's within the mind of Alice. But it's like, how could villages like this exist with these things, whatever they're called? The Mad Cat. And also I remember these. These are going to be very brutal to kill. Like, we literally have to kill these guys, and I feel so bad because they've done nothing wrong to us. They're so cute. Oh, I'm getting my ass beat. I am sorry. And I work so much better with the controller. Even though I get more, a lot more hit. Oh god. I feel so bad. Oh, and this guy's got a shield now. He's thinking right now. So yeah, Alice can dodge enemies. Of course, we know that. So close that. So all we have to do is just wait for him and swing at him a little bit, and he's like, huh? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Show me what you got. Oh. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad every time I kill them. Like, just chopping off their heads. Even though I'm smiling, I don't know why I feel bad that I smile. Oh well. I do notice that there's a bit of a performance issue with the console version itself. I mean, with the console version, with the PC version itself. Maybe it's because of the resolution not working incompatible with my PC or something like that. I'm not sure. But it is a bit jittery. I think. I mean, because this is a pretty decent drive, like video card that I'm using, or graphics card rather, and not. I don't remember what it's called. I had a friend make this for me, make this computer for me. Thanks, Tiger. You know who you are. His nickname's Tiger, so I call him that. And no, he made sure and got me a fairly decent graphics card for this. Whoops, wrong button. Because he knew I was going to be using this for Let's Plays and everything, so he wanted me to make sure I was ready. So thank you so much again. So yeah, I forgot. These little things will actually heal you up when you're injured, so it's always best to have those around when you're exploring. And oh my god. Look at this guy. Did he, like, die in the compartment or something like that? Well, I mean, obviously. What am I saying? Of course he died in the compartment. He's right fucking there. But why leave him in there, though? Like, was he a prisoner? Or was he, like... Was he betraying... Did he betray his clan of some sort? I don't know. So, they're telling me that... The Mad Hatter, I guess, is this way? I'm assuming? Just one thing. Mad Hatter. Okay. Yeah, this way. We're going the right track. Oh, and more of these flower things. Lost and don't know what to do, shrink to... Yeah, I forgot about that. So, if you are stuck where you don't know where you can go and everything, you can shrink and it will show you a clear path. I'm not sure if you need to... Like, as long as you know where the path is, maybe you need to keep it shrinked. Oh. I forgot about that. Ooh. Let's see what's in here. Aha. I don't know what these bottles do. I think it's just collections. Maybe we'll get extra items or something. I never found all the bottles when I first played through this. I didn't much care. Again, I was a stupid little kid going through high school and I was playing this, but I don't know. It's fun to it's cool to really experience this as an adult now. Just seeing both through the mindset of a kid, but also now as the mindset of an adult, and trying to take into consideration the environment of the game now. And oh, there's a kid again. You're trying to take in more of the environment instead of just, oh, I'm just playing this game, I'm just going through this level. Now you're actually trying to comment on it and critique it as you're playing it through. So it's really weird.
It could have happened that way, Alice. You remember poor Mr. Crook died.
That says Cook,
didn't he?
not Crook.
Dr. Wilson rejects spontaneous combustion, but I trust Mr. Dickens.
Oh boy, I forgot about this place. This is the Mad Hatter's Dominion. Yeah, cool looking place, I gotta say. Like, when I saw this when I was, you know, first playing this, I was just amazed. Like, from the village that we saw that was all destroyed and everything to this place, which I think Mad Hatter might have been, from the looks of it, might have been the ruler of these people and, like, took all their poverty. Kind of like the typical rich king taking over the, you know, the peasants kind of thing. I'm not sure. Let's shoot this now. But I do remember that the Mad Hatter's level is pretty cool. Not my favorite level, but it's a second. It's second. The most second most favorite level. So we're gonna make sure I get all of you. Can I? No, I don't think I can. Can I? Weapons? No, I can't. Not yet. Okay, just checking. And down we go. Can I reach? Yes, I can. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Also, I forgot to mention, yeah, there's a castle. Hi. Each level, Alice's wardrobe changes, which is one of the things I remember, is that the wardrobe changes based on the level that you're at, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a small little touch to the game that I liked. And also, I'm realizing a thing with this game is that it's not an easy game to make a comment on. And what I mean by that is that, like games like Grim Fandango that I've currently played and had Father, there's always something to talk about because there's so much going on. But that's not just the visual of it, it's also the playstyle and also their thoughts, you know, like what could be happening, what you could think. Like, basically, you're trying to figure out the game as you're playing it. But
almost as I remember it.
sorry.
Appearances, as you know better than most, can be deceiving, Alice.
Yeah.
Much has changed since your last visit.
Dr. Bumby says change is constructive, that different is good.
Different denotes neither bad nor good, but it certainly means not the same. Find the Hatter, Alice. He knows more about different than you.
But does he know more about the difference between bad and good?
God.
Making friends, Alice. You're as randomly lethal and entirely confused as you ever were.
I've managed without you so far, Cat. Return to whatever hovels home to you. I'll call if I need you.
Predictably rash. It's not a question of if, Alice, it's when. Now hold on, and as they say, shut up.
So typical.
How rude. He told me to shut up. I'm a YouTuber, I gotta make these comments, even though Some of them may not be as important as others. Sorry. But, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, and then there you see the wardrobe,
I've
her
made more
wardrobe
graceful
changed.
entrances. I
So
suppose I
that
must be
technically
grateful
shows that we're in the
nothing's broken.
next level. Wherever her wardrobe changed, we're in the next part. So yeah, there's vents here and valves, yada yada yada. That's just telling us what we need to do for this level in order to progress. So, why? Ooh, mouse. Can I get rid of you? Or okay, you're there now. Bye. I guess mouse is gonna hang out, or is he not? Okay, there we go. What was I trying to say? Oh, right. It's not easy to comment on this game at all because, like I said before, you're trying to figure out what's going on next, and also solving puzzles, thinking of mindsets. Here, it's more straightforward. It's more like just cool scenery, which I love the dark tones here. As you can see, I love the combination of green and red and black in this one. It reminds me a lot of like Sleeping Beauty a bit. You know how like at the end with the, not the new one, of course, but like what I meant was not Maleficent. What I meant was Disney's Sleeping Beauty, where Prince Eric is fighting against Maleficent, and there's that, you know, dark color that comes from her, the green fire spewing out of her, and the yellow background, you know, as they're fighting in the thorny woods or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not making this shit up. But no, it's just this game is more straightforward than the other two games. It's just you're here, you're Alice, you're trying to figure out what you're doing, and you're just killing everything in sight. I guess you can see it as she's killing the darkness, trying to cover her, I guess. But it's more straightforward. It's just, there's not much to say. It's fun to play, don't get me wrong. I'm having tons of fun to play it, but there's not a lot of stuff I can say about this game that would make it a good, you know, we should make it a decent game for YouTube. Why would I play this if it's not a decent comment for YouTube? It's because I figured it's a game that not many people know about, but it's still appealing based off of just the game itself. Like I keep repeating to you guys, I'm having a bunch of fun just playing this, and I highly recommend for whoever wants something different to play this. You know, I recommend, you know, Grim Fandango. I recommend Bad Father. Don't know about Mass Effect. I mean, Mass Effect 2, I will highly recommend and stand by throughout my entire goddamn life. That was a delight to play, and I loved every bit of it. Should I go over here first? I guess this was the correct way. I want to see what's over here first. Like Mass Effect 2, I will back up to the end of my days. It's such a fun game and such a great game. But the first game, I'm sorry, wrong button. I just gave up on it. It just, maybe it was partially my stupidity because I didn't know what I was doing. Oh. Yeah, maybe it was because of my stupidity, because I didn't know what I was doing and I just started off. But I hated every tiny bit of it. It was fun to like make fun of the character. Guy, can you just hit me, please? I'm trying to. Come on, dude. My hands are not even under control. Can you please just hit me? Anyway, I guess I'll just do what I was meant to do over here. Yeah, don't mind me. Fuck you. Anyway, what I was trying to say was just that I don't know if it's because of me, my mindset at the time, because I just started doing YouTube at the time, but I hated every minute of it because it didn't have the same feel as the second game had. The second game had a tremendous feel, and a shit ton of replayability because of the multiple different classes and the choices depending on like what route you want to take and everything, in which I always went Paragon. I didn't do much Renegade because, I don't know, I don't want to be a dick to everybody. I want to be firm. I want to make sure that my people are happy and safe. But that's one of the games that my husband and I were playing, excuse me, at the same time, and just seeing both sides of us, you know, like playing the game together, you could tell that there's a lot of shit that makes the game fresh just because of how differently it plays. Like, you can go a soldier, which has a bunch of like weaponry to it, and you know, you just run and gun everything, or you can be a friggin' sentinel, which is more on defense and using your powers rather than weaponry. But again, that's Mass Effect, and this is Alice Madness Returns. So I do love how everything's in pattern. Like, you can tell, like, there's, like, you can read into Alice based off of the world she's in, at least how I feel. Like, you can tell that she is, like, just out of place. Like, everything is not in order. Her mind is just completely in chaos. She can't quite feel, she can't think straight, so everything seems lost to her, and yeah, you're just trying to fight your way through it. So. Come on, guys, don't. Okay, he just, whoa! I got distracted by that guy, motherfucker. Get over here, green pieces of shit. Hit me. Stop. You won't hit me. Chop off. Off with your head! Okay, I'm getting my ass beat. These guys are fucking assholes. And I died. I kept getting distracted because one person was blocking me, the other guy just kept wailing at me. So, yes, I'll continue. So that's death one. Me being a fucking idiot and not paying attention. It spawns me right here anyway, so onward. Come on, you. Hit me. There we go. I'm getting my groove back. Oops, never mind. Shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, I do like. I think one of the things that lured me in for Alice Madness Returns is just the style of it, because you don't see kind of this strange, bizarre, quirky Tim Burton-esque style, which I like Tim Burton. You know, I love his movies, stuff like that. But no, just of how dark the tone of this game is, and how not evil, but just disturbed, chaotic, unorganized, just lost that this game sets off. I mean, it tried to be more bizarre, hence all the blood and the killing and, you know, Alice being a dark son of a bitch, but I don't see it as that. I just see it as, you know, a means to an end. Like, I believe that this game could have actually done way better without the use of enemies. Just making it a huge, like, puzzle in and of itself, or having creatures, like, ginormous fucking creatures that we couldn't even, you know, defeat. You know, I believe, like, it could have been more of just a message on Alice's psyche rather than this whole action-packy hack and slash. Oh god, I have it here. Ow. Ugh. But do I regret it as it is now? Not really. I do enjoy, like I said, I do enjoy every bit of this game, and I will continue to play it. I don't know if it would be much of a Let's Play. I think, as a Let's Play standpoint, I don't think this would be one that I would beat. I mean, if you want me to continue playing it, I might be able to, but I mean, I'm just getting blocked. It's like, you know how you have writer's block when you're writing something? Just commentary-wise, there's not much to say about it. I mean, it's
My heart is
completely
open,
straightforward.
Alice. Never closed, never locked. It needs no key.
But isn't that like a bad thing when you have nothing to say about a game? It's, well, they fell there. That's how much I was paying attention. But, it does say a lot to a game where you can't really make much commentary based off of what the game is playing. And maybe it's because I'm trying too hard, I have no idea. I mean, I'm literally trying to spout off as much shit as I can to make sure that my voice is getting heard. Can I make it? Oh, yeah! You son of a bitch. Can I make it back? Can I make it back? No. I had that. You saw it. So we gotta wait until that comes over here. There we go. Up you go. And I guess we'll wait. There we go. I think, yeah, we're gonna go in further that way. So we have to activate that. Is there anything here? Nope. This way. This way. There we go. His teeth. No, you bitch. Shit. Alright. Back at it we go. That is a tricky part of this game, is the platforming, which is why I didn't think that this game could have been... That I did think, I should say. This game would have been better if it was not based on combat like it is, but more of just a mental exploration. So just go wandering around and looking at these destroyed, you know, bits and pieces of this, or seeing the corrupt, you know, it could have been just better instead of this. But the platforming itself just is not as tight as it could have been. There's a lot of moments where it can get really dull later on, but I don't know. I felt like this game just needed something, which is why they threw it in there, which is fine. I mean, it's not the greatest method they could have done, but they did it, and I'm okay with it. I think we might be getting close, but you know what? Yeah, I think this is actually a good place to stop. I mean, I'm sort of a random spot to stop, but I'm trying to make it so it's not that long, because I know with Grim Fandango I almost make half-hour videos, and I'm not trying to make them that long. It's just that's how they end up being. So I think cutting myself and stopping myself from continuing on will make it a bit shorter, a bit better for you guys to watch. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll go back to longer. So thanks everybody for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da!